difference in the game for sure. He played so well. I mean, his threes were big. You know, we ended the game making sure we tried to stop the threes from the perimeter. We weren't expecting 6 for 8 from that guy. And, you know, I thought that was a big difference. We didn't get much out of our inside game, and Cooks just he gave him that little surge with those shots. So you got to give them credit. They played well. They deserved to win, but he was the difference.
This puts the 2 games back in the standings. What do you tell the guys? How do you refocus now for what's ahead?
Same thing I tell them every time. You got to stay right there and focus on the next one in hand. You got to dig a little deeper. We got to rebound better. We got to focus on our fundamentals, and you know, you can't do anything about this. We got to look to the next one.
How much did the foul trouble affect you guys tonight?
Well, it definitely had a factor, but you know, you've got to stay the course. And again, all of that's good, but I think Cooks is really, we can sit here and talk about a lot of things, but I think Xavier Cooks is the difference. That's my opinion.
Did you expect that from him? Because I think that's a part of his game that he's trying to get better at.
Well, has he had that kind of game? I mean, I haven't seen it on film. You know, you got to give, you know, with Broman and Gavin and Johnson, those guys. I mean, you gotta stay close to those guys. So in doing that, you know, you got to give some up. You got to offer some help. And so who you got to help off of? You can't go down in the low post because that leaves a easy bucket. So, you know, it opened it up for Cooks, and he made it. So that's what players do, and he did it.
They pulled away in the second half. What was the biggest factor, you think, in that?
Well, 3-point shooting and rebounding. Cooks played a hell of a game. He made a lot of threes. It really hurt us, and we didn't get enough rebounds down the stretch to keep ourselves in it when the going went tough.
How much were you all thinking about the immensity of this game and what it meant to the Big South standings and everything else?
Of course, you know, it's a real disappointment because it was what separated us from being first, to knock another team out of the race. But, you know, they have a tough schedule coming up, and we still got 2 more games left, so there's a lot we can do to still get that first place just out of our control now.
So you're not giving up on that? You're still...
No. We got 2 games. Asheville is another team that was up there. We can knock them off, and hopefully they help us and knock them off next week when they play them. So
it's career high 20 points for you. What's that say about where you are, kind of coming back from your injury and getting back in the groove?
You know, it took me a while. You know, just coach's game told me to play with confidence. Just shoot when I have openings, and just facilitating when I have openings, just shoot the ball. So the 20 points is just, it was nothing really. It was just when I had the shot, it went in today. So.
You know, you guys battled. I mean, they went up on you guys, but you never quit. You showed heart like you always do. Just talk about the resiliency of this team despite the loss, and you guys just continue to battle and know that you're still in the thick of this race.
Yeah, we were real resilient. I mean, we tried our hardest, but, you know, Cooks made them shots down the stretch that really hurt us. And every time we seemed to get a little run going, they seemed to answer back. But we tried to be as resilient as we could with foul trouble with Badu and Tristan and Siobhan. Everybody's in foul trouble. So we had guys that had to step off the bench, and we just couldn't get it done tonight.
What was Coach preaching to you after the game?
Rebounds, and basically Cooks played one of the best games we've seen him play. So nothing we can really do. Get him more rebounds and just move on.
Just how disappointing is this, knowing what you guys could have done in the standings if you had knocked them off tonight?
I mean, we can't win them all, but, you know, glad to know we put up a fight. And, you know, we just had some little, you know, some mistakes, and we took advantage of them.
You went on a tear in the second half there. Did you kind of put it upon yourself to keep the guys in the game during that stretch?
Well, it was within the game. You know, my teammates feeding me the ball, coach telling me not to, you know, attack the rim, so that's what I did.
You know, you guys are still, despite the loss tonight, there's still an opportunity for you guys ahead. You got 2 more games, and of course, Asheville and Winthrop playing on Saturday. So, I mean, you guys can't look at it as this being an elimination game. I'm assuming you guys feel that there's still room to squeak this thing out.
Well, even though the race is there, we still try to, you know, just not think about it, just take it one game at a time. You know, just practice and get better every day, get ready for the next team.
What was the biggest difference in the second half, you think?
They hit shots, you know, and they got more rebounds. So, you know, we just made some mistakes, and they took advantage of them.
Hey, both of y'all can comment on this one, especially both of y'all not having been here too long, but just talk about the feeling of being out there tonight, the emotions, you know, a rivalry, and the way this is played up as the last meeting, and at least in the regular season between these two teams?
I try not to get too emotionally attached to games. That like we're gonna play another one on Saturday. Like I can't get too up and down with it, but obviously I can't forget about last year, the grand final. Like that's always gonna be in my mind. And losing to Coastal early this year by 20, like that was embarrassing. Like that's not our team we got now, and we really stepped up that last time playing Coastal. It was good we got the win.
I agree. And as a freshman, like I've only played Coastal twice. Like I didn't have to go with what they went through last year in the Big South tournament, but like as a freshman, like as soon as you get here, all you hear about is Coastal and like the rivalry and stuff like that. So like for me, it was a big game. Like I know my emotions were running high like before I got in the game. So I mean, it was like a crazy atmosphere. That's probably the most fans I've seen here.
It was fun.